What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dallas Daily Show, coming at you from the Neighborhood Loan Studio here in St. Louis, Missouri. Today's topic, gratitude in challenging times. Let's get into the conversation. All right, so we live in challenging times. We just came out of an election cycle, and I'll tell you right now, I have no idea who won yet, simply because I'm recording this about 2 weeks before the actual election. But maybe your candidate won. Maybe your candidate lost. Maybe politically things aren't exactly where you want them to be right now. Maybe the media has got you fired up every day. Maybe when you scroll through your Google News feeds of all the headlines, trigger, right? Maybe it's the comment that somebody made on Facebook. Maybe it's the meme that they posted. Maybe it's that the algorithm is priming you and I for rage. It's an interesting thought, isn't it? That maybe, just maybe, high-level emotions, whether positive or negative, maybe they prime you to respond in a way that sometimes might not be healthy. See, in our world, we have been primed for anger. We've been primed for reaction. Even the fact that on YouTube, someone will post a video, and what becomes more popular sometimes than the video of the music artist or the video of the politician or the video of the TV show, right, is you'll see right after that, so-and-so reacts to that video, reaction video. It's so interesting that some of the most popular things going on in our world today are reaction videos. And that you and I have been primed for reaction. And the fact that we've even been told, and I'm not trying to be heavy-handed here, I'm gonna spin this because we're in a week of gratitude, everybody. This is Thanksgiving week, so we're talking like, how can we be more grateful? Yesterday we talked about joy in the little moments. We talked about that joy jar, and we kind of said, how can we have more gratitude? I think what's happening is we have to become aware that we have been primed, that we have to have a reaction to everything. And so even when a news item comes up, and, left, right, Israel, Palestine, it's all happening right now, and it's been happening for years, and it's going to happen again. What do you think is going to happen, right? People ask me, well, what's your opinion on blank? We're primed to have an opinion on something, and even if we don't have all the right information, even if we don't have hardly any information. And this is not a political conversation today. I'm just saying that happens to be one of the areas in the season we've been in that we're coming out of a lot of rage from the results, a lot of frustration, a lot of people saying this is the most important election ever. This is our country's at the end of its thing. And what do you think of that, Dallas? What do you think of that, John? What do you think of that, Mary? And we're told we have to have an opinion on something even if we don't have all the information, because we've been primed for reaction. We have been primed to react to the challenging times we live in. Now, a lot of that stuff is based on the emotions of fear, the emotions of anger, the emotions of rage, the emotions of envy, the emotions of strife, right? There's all of these low-level negative emotions that give us triggers that fall into old belief behaviors and patterns, and we tend to stick in and stay with those belief behavior patterns because we're primed for it. But what if you and I started priming in a different direction? What if we started priming to love our neighbor the way we love ourselves? I think there's a golden rule or something about that. What if we began to prime ourselves with gratitude for the little things? What if we began to prime ourselves that, yes, we may indeed, factually, you and I may live in one of the most challenging times in history, but may I propose to you, we also live in one of the best times in history? I'm literally sitting in an air-conditioned room right now. That wasn't happening 70 years ago. 150 years ago, let's be honest, people were using outdoor toilets. And I still haven't figured out what they did for toilet paper. I still don't know what that was at that point. Like, you and I live in an amazing time. The world is smaller than it's ever been, right? You can reach information. The fact that I can order something from a device in my hand and it shows up at the doorstop the next day, insanity. We live in one of the greatest times in the history of humanity. So yes, the times are challenging, but also the times are filled with blessing. And I would propose that that maybe if we spent more time being more grateful for all the things that are happening in our world that are beautiful, all the little things that are happening that are fun and enjoyable and pleasurable, maybe, just maybe, we would start redirecting. Instead of being primed for rage, what if we were primed for gratitude? What if we were primed for more smiles, more delight? Maybe we don't have to have an opinion on everything. Maybe we can just simply go, okay. Because maybe, just maybe, you can affect the world around you in a positive way. We pray all the time for your 4 eyes. We just learned that a couple of weeks ago, right? And maybe, just maybe, if you and I began to not be so affected by the world around us, by the challenging times in which we lived, and maybe instead if we used our gratitude and our joy and our love to affect others, maybe the times wouldn't be so challenging. Maybe, just maybe, the possibility is that we could have a positive outcome in our world. So instead of being reactionary to all of the priming that the algorithm is doing, maybe what we could do is you and I could be proactive in gratitude, proactive in love, proactive in affection, proactive in grace to our neighbors, to our friends, to our loved ones. Maybe, just maybe, instead of being affected, we could have an effect in the world around us. So, all this week, I'm telling you what you need to do as far as an action item, right? I'm going to always give you daily insight, daily stories, daily action items. Today, I want you to go and I want you to download, if you haven't already downloaded it, the positive play call. You can save it. You can print this up as many times as you want. You cut it up. We've got it at dallasdailyshow.com. It's a positive play call. And then all you have to do on today's, you're going to write down this phrase. We've been writing it down. Today I am grateful for X, and maybe today it's I'm grateful for the little things. Maybe today it's I'm grateful for the joy for my neighbors. Maybe today it's I'm grateful for my community. Maybe today it's I'm grateful that I live in one of the best times in the history of humanity. Whatever it might be for you, go ahead and write that down. Stick it somewhere. It can be a bookmark. You can put it on a shelf. You can put it on a mirror. You can put it on your makeup counter. You can put it on your car dashboard. But just be grateful today, because we live in one of the most amazing times. And I want to encourage you, don't be affected, have an effect. All right, my friends, before I let you go, I also want to pray for your 4 eyes. I pray today that you would increase in your insight and the revelation of what you're learning today, that you would increase, my friend, in the imagination of who you are, what's possible for you, that you would increase, my friend, in your attention, your will plus your action today, and ultimately that you would increase in your impact of the world around you. May you increase in your 4 eyes and also go out there and have a championship day.
Thanks for listening to my dad's podcast. For more tools, go to dallasdailyshow.com. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.